This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Hi all, good morning. So before I start the today's demo, let me introduce myself. I have overall of 14 years of experience. Okay. I started my career with ABAP. Then I moved to SAP UI5, Fiori, ABAP OData, Fiori Elements. I worked on ABAP OData, Fiori Elements, ABAP CDS views, UI annotations. I worked on various implementation projects on S4HANA. Then I worked on BTP. I worked on various services in BTP like IoT service, blockchain service, mobility services, PDMS services, CPA services, SAP Build Work Zone, process automation, okay, lot of services I've worked on BTP. Okay, so that is my experience. Now coming to the training from past 8 years, I'm giving training on SAP UI5, Fiori, ABAP OData, Fiori Elements, ABAP CDS views, UI annotations, S4 HANA. Then I'm giving training on BTP like Capm, Node.js, JavaScript, RAP, ABAP on cloud. So various topics I'm giving training. So that is my training experience. Now coming, let's back to the today's demo. So demo on the cloud application programming model. Let us discuss about the agenda. What are the agenda which we are going to talk about today? Okay, why SAP cloud application programming model? So we have S4 on-premises system. Okay, then why cloud application programming model is there? We already have SAP UI5 on-premises system. Everything is there. What is the need of the having CAPM? That is cloud application that we were going to discuss. BTP, yes, everyone are talking about BTP. Okay, cloud. Okay, so what is it that we are going to discuss? CAPM. What is CAPM in BTP? That we are going to discuss. Absolutely introduction to Node.js and JavaScript, because we are going to develop our CAP applications using the Node.js and JavaScript. We need to understand what is that and why, what is Node and single thread model means, why Node has become so popular in the market. What is its back? We have to understand. So that is the reason we'll discuss about the single thread model in Node.js. So design principles of CAPM. Yes, what are the design principles of CAPM are available so that it's efficient way to develop the cloud applications. What are those design principles that we are going to discuss? How the SAP cloud application programming model simplifies development. So every technology are making sure that their development should be very simplified. It should be very easy. It should not be very complex. So how this CAPM makes simplifies our development, flavors of CAPM, and what are the golden paths of the cloud application programming model, and key qualities and benefits of CAPM, and one demo on the CAPM. So these are the agenda which I will be discussing about the today's demo. Clear? Next, why CAPM? Anyone tell me? Does anyone know, sir? We have SAP on-premises system. Okay. So now, what is the need of the CAPM? What is the need of the CAP? Anyone tell me? Anyone have any idea? Okay, so to understand the origin of the SAP cloud application programming model, we need to understand the history of the classical SAP projects. Absolutely, if you want to know why CAPM is required, so we need to understand history of our classical approach, SAP projects, right? SAP systems are standard software. Yes, absolutely. We already know that SAP is providing a predefined standard software. This means they offer functionalities that many companies similarly did. So they build a software, that ERP application, SAP application, so that most of the companies have similar need. Okay, so that is the reason all the clients are buying that, and they're customizing that and doing some functionalities, and also they're extending it. You yet to adopt the system and process to their approach. Many companies access options for enhancement. Yes, most of the companies will go for options for the enhancements like baddies, user exits, and everything, because to meet their custom requirements, because every company will not have the same, so they're extending their requirements. Is it clear? Okay, so that, so SAP has integrated most of the functionality that you need to extend in SAP system to same system. So SAP ERP comes with the extension workbench and programming languages ABAP. Yes, absolutely. In ABAP, in SAP system, we have a programming language called ABAP. Yes or no? Right? So what will happen? This allows developers to work efficiently They don't need to worry about common aspects like authentication, setting up the database, necessary permissions, and user management, logging. Nothing is required. Nothing to worry. Nothing developer had to think about, then worry about it, because everything is, you're getting a predefined application. Everything is there. So so there is nothing to worry. So you have an on-premises SAP system where setting up of a database, logging mechanisms, user management, everything is there. There's nothing a developer need to worry about it. So what is the issue here then? So the issue is, but as the number of enhancements, modification increases, updates the system becomes complex and expensive. See, you put all your business, entire business in one SAP system. Okay, and when you're trying to upgrade, okay, when you're trying to upgrade the system, okay, and when the number of enhancements increases, it becomes too expensive and cumbersome. Yes or no? Putting one all your business in one system is not a right approach at all. Right? So customers ask for more functionality, faster, and with a better experience. Yes, we have SAP GUI screens, but customers is asking more fastly, faster, and functionality faster with a better experience. So the web has become more important, and SAP has released the some intermediate steps like SAP UI5, Fiori, a framework with the Fiori. Right? That is what which is design guidelines using JavaScript. Yes, SAP GUI it has, but customers was better UI and better functionality. So for intermediate framework, so for intermediate, SAP has come up with a concept called SAP Fiori, where we are building the web applications. Yes or no? Any questions, guys, until now? No, but under the slogan, see, yes, you have the ERP system, you're putting your business entire business in one system, and you have a web application. But still, what is the need of the CAPM? Yes, there is a slogan called keep the core clean. What is it? There is a slogan called keep the core clean. SAP recommends against making deep enhancements in the core system. Understood? So SAP is recommended against, recommends against. Okay. So SAP is not recommending to put all your business in one system. Yes or no? So what is telling? Keep the core clean. Okay, keep the core clean. SMS recommends against making deep enhancements to the core system itself. Suppose, okay, firms over customize the system at the base level. In that case, it becomes harder to connect new applications and data sources without breaking the system. So putting all your business and everything and integrations, and also it will be very connecting to new applications is very difficult. It will become cumbersome. Okay, so so also customizing is good, but it can bring forward tuned efficiencies. Okay, so there are a lot of the putting everything into the business integrations, okay, customizing everything. If you put in one system, okay, then instead of doing that, it is not a good approach. So keeping the core clean. Okay, so that is a slogan, keeping the core clean. Okay, putting all your business in one system is not right approach. So that is the reason we are moving to the SAP cloud application programming model. The biggest challenge is creating and maintaining that application. Yes, putting all the business in that application is not approach. In doing so, you need to think about aspects that you used to take for granted. Okay, you lot of ABAPers, everything. Okay, you need to integrate all the applications, kernel, lot of issues will be coming. Putting total any up down is down happen. Totally, your business is gone. Right? So that is the reason SAP is recommending instead of putting all your businesses entire thing in one system, you move to the cloud. Is it clear? Now understood why SAP cloud application programming model is required. Okay. So now when you're moving to the cloud, so all the users, all the clients are expecting the same thing, whatever is there in the on-premises system, stable logging mechanisms, stable environment, okay, authentication stable. They are expecting the same thing in cloud also. Okay, we need a stable framework for business application developments during lifetime of the applications. So the application need to work even if you want to change the underlying infrastructure or business logic. Okay, in the cloud the application development is complex. Moving to the cloud means it opens a modern programming models and various languages for developers to create innovative applications means that are more powerful and scalable. So yes, you are telling that putting everything in one system is fine. Okay, so you are recommending to move to the cloud, but see, on-premises system is such a stable environment. Developer need not to worry about the setting up a database. Developer need not to worry about the authentications, authorizations, managing logging managements. So this is stable environment is there, but cloud is unstable environment because it has open modern programming languages and various innovative applications we can develop. Okay, so how secure it is? So that is the reason SAP created a cloud application programming model with precisely keeping in this mind that customers familiar with the deploying, maintaining and developing SAP applications have turned to SAP with questions about developing in the cloud. Obviously, they are very happy in the on-premises system. If you move to the cloud, which is open source, so it is very big tough for to develop the applications and also security and everything. So SAP wants a framework to make it easier for developers to use SAP services and systems while taking the advantage in the cloud. So SAP wants a framework. So yes, absolutely, they have to convince to all the clients. Yes, we are built a framework where okay that will make it easy for the SAP services or integrations or anything in the cloud. So that is the framework is called the SAP Cloud Application Programming Model. SAP Cloud Application Programming Model is an effective way to develop applications and services in the cloud. It provides developers with the, sorry, with the ability to rapidly develop, test, and deploy applications using proven best practices. Okay, the framework comprises a mix of widely used open source and SAP tools and technology. So finally, SAP Cloud Application Programming Model is a framework of languages, libraries, and tools for building enterprise-grade services and applications. It aims developers on a safe path with proven best practices and a wide range of out-of-the-box solutions for recurring tasks. So now understood why CAPM? Any questions, guys? Anyone have any questions? Why CAPM? Is it clear? No questions, right? Okay. I hope you guys understood why CAPM is required. Hello, are you guys there? Sorry, you guys are able to hear me, right?
Yes, Bobby, can
Okay,
understand.
thanks. Yeah, thanks. Next, what is BTP? Yes, we discussed about what is CAPM. Why CAPM? Sorry, why CAPM? Now we'll discuss about BTP. Anyone know what is BTP? Okay, so SAP BTP is a well-known platform as a service. It's well-known platform as a service PaaS offering from SAP. So if you are planning to build innovative solutions to leverage new technologies like blockchain, machine learning, artificial intelligence, IoT, Gen AI, analytics, etc. Okay, SAP BTP is one of the best development platform available. It also provides many out-of-the-box integration options, and also it built-in software development kits and to integrate with SAP S4HANA and SAP SuccessFactors and SAP Ariba and other SAP and non-SAP systems. So this is the best platform for building applications that connect to systems. So finally, so SAP BTP where you can build out-of-the-box applications, out-of-the-box solutions like blockchain, IoT, artificial intelligence, analytics, etc. So it is the best platform where you can use this technology and you can develop the applications. Is it clear, guys? Any questions? So also choosing the right environment depends on the many factors. Okay, so the cloud, so SAP BTP is providing you the okay environment called Cloud Foundry environment where you can bring your own language. See, you can bring your own language and you can deploy it. Means such as Java, Node.js, Python, Go, etc. So it is going to support any language. So finally, SAP BTP, okay, is a technology where you can build applications. Is it clear, guys? Any questions to this point? Anyone have any questions? Is it clear, guys?
Yes, that's we are
Okay,
clear.
so now so it is clear, right? Now understood what is BTP. But let us move further, discuss about the more about what is BTP. Okay, suppose SAP BTP is offering you various variety of runtime like Java, Node.js, HANA, ABAP, etc. So SAP BTP supports necessary runtime. For example, if you write the code related to the C in Notepad, we cannot run because we require C compiler. Right? If you want to run a Java program, we have to install Java runtime, so-called JRE. Similarly, if you want to run ABAP program, we require ABAP layer, which can understand your code, compile your code, check for syntax errors, it executes our code. So that runtime environment is part of a BTP. So this is we call as platform as a service. Clear? Any questions? Understood? So that runtime environment is providing by the BTP. Okay, so finally SAP BTP is very useful. Okay, very useful in the market because that is what which everything is, all the developments, everything, everyone are moving to the BTP. Clear? Yeah, any questions? No questions. Okay, so motivation for SAP cloud application programming model. So customers needs a stable environment for the, okay, business application. See, obviously as the cloud becomes increasingly relevant for our customers, we receive, okay, more and more questions asking about the best way to develop cloud applications, and also best practices and guidelines are very important when you want to ensure the quality innovations. And also we have to decide to create a framework, so that would only guide developers to make some more technical and also help them focus on the business logic. Means, see, instead of focusing on the non-technical things like focusing on how the setting up a database, how user logging mechanisms, authentications, or instead of focusing on that developer, so developer has to focus completely on the business logic, so that remaining things automatically by the framework it has to be taken care. So that is the framework SAP cloud application programming model is giving to you, so that your focus as a developer, you focus completely on the business logic, and remaining things everything will taken care by the framework itself. There's nothing you need to worry about it. Is it clear, guys? Any questions? Anyone have any questions? Okay, so developer completely focus only on the business logic. Okay, so because it is providing us with the good framework, so that we need not to worry about it. Okay, is it clear, guys? Next, so what if SAP cloud application programming model, what is SAP cloud application programming model, and what value that is does it brings? Okay, now what is SAP cloud application programming model? Okay, then what value it is going to bring for us? Yeah, is it clear, guys? Okay, so application developers across the world are increasingly seeking faster development timeframes. Yes, absolutely. Everyone, all the clients are expecting the faster development, but the quality should be okay. So faster development timeframes. So this is with the objective of getting their application to users much more quickly than was previously possible. So before it was very tough. Now it is very easy to develop the applications. Okay, traditionally the emphasis on rapid time to market would mean compromising on the quality of the applications. Okay, even you are bringing all these fast development frameworks, but quality should be good. Okay, because of the compressed deadlines, there was only so much developers would be ensure that relatively error free code base. Absolutely. Okay, even though we are doing this one, okay, we should be very careful. Okay, that you should be make sure that error free code, even though we are doing this one. Is it clear, guys? Any questions? Okay, to solve this problem, okay, SAP introduced CAPM, that is cloud application programming model. So the cloud application programming model, Okay, is a popularly called a framework of languages, libraries, and tools for building enterprise grade services and applications. So Capm is nothing but it is a framework, okay, where you can build applications. Okay, so you can build applications by using the framework of Capm framework of the languages, libraries, and tools for building enterprise grade services and applications. So instead of having developers worry about various technologies and relative compatibility in era of fast paced technology changes, because today one technology is there in the cloud, tomorrow it will not be there, a new technology will be coming. So keeping in that mind, the SAP allows developers to be a domain centric and work at higher level of abstractions. Means today one technology came, okay, and day after tomorrow the technology will, sorry, leave out day after tomorrow only the technology will not be there. Yes or no? So keeping in that mind, SAP has come up with a framework, okay, in such a way that in such a way, even though this type of things comes, there will be no worry. So it is good, right? The SAP is coming with this framework. Yes or no? Okay, so for the SAP allows developers to be domain centric and work at higher level of abstractions. So that would traditionally technology platforms and frameworks. So even though any new technologies will come, okay, all deprecated, so we are safe. So because the CAPM is getting the framework in such a way, we not to worry about it. So that so then the customers will be saving their money, reducing the effort, and also need not to worry about the new technologies which are coming. So obviously it is protects our investment, making the underlying technology interchangeable. Obviously if you had, even though new technologies will come, it will not affect to us, so allowing us to keep pace and with cloud technologies. Is it clear, guys? Understood? Any questions, guys? Anyone have any questions? No questions. Is it clear, guys? Okay, so the application SAP Cloud Application Programming Model is nothing but it is a combination of the tools, languages, libraries that help us to develop the enterprise grade service applications. So if you look at, this is the CAPM, you can develop SAP Fiori. You can use Java technology. You can use Node.js to develop the business logic. Or you can use Java technology to logic. You can use SAP Fiori as a front end. You can connect to the HANA DB. You can develop APIs, OData services. You can develop CDS views. You can develop in Visual Studio or Business Application Studio CAPM applications. Is it clear? Next. So SAP Cloud Application Programming Model has come up with design principles. Okay, and what are these design principles is that when comes to the design principles, there is an open and opinionated o- concept, because it is open, because it gives us a choice. You can choose which technology you want to use it. You can select your architecture pattern. You can pick and choose the parts of the programming model that suits your development needs. Suppose now you see, now I want to connect to the DB. I can connect to SAP HANA DB, or I can connect to SQL DB, or I can connect to PostgreSQL DB, or I can connect to MongoDB. Any DB you can connect. Okay, tools. What are the tools where you can develop the CAP applications? You can use Business Application Studio, you can use Eclipse, or you can use Visual Studio Code also. So what are the front-end technologies you can use? You can use SAP Fiori or Angular or React or Vue or anything. It's up to your choice. So what are the environments you want to connect? You can deploy your application in the Cloud Foundry, or different environments also you can develop. So it is open. It is not telling that you should use only one technology. I'm giving a framework. You bring your any technology. But we are developing the domain model in a CAPM, and we are developing the business logic using Node.js or Java. This is the base core for us. And out of this, you can pick anything. Questions, guys? No questions. Okay. Next, zero lock-in. Yes, we discussed in previously that you can choose any technology in your choice. Means there is no lock-in. You can bring your own UI. You can bring AngularJS, React, SAP Fiori, Fiori Elements, UI5, whatever you want. You can bring any UI. There is no lock-in that you should use this only. Okay, so platform specific deployment approaches are there, platform specific identity providers authentication strategies are there. Okay, and on offboarding mechanisms are there, synchronous protocols you can use, REST OData, GraphQL, asynchronous channels and brokers like SAP Event Mesh, MQ or Kafka, you can do it. Different databases you can connect. There is no lock-in only, you can do whatever you want to do. That is what this diagram talks about. Clear? Okay, so how the SAP Cloud Application Programming Model simplifies our development. Okay, so see, let us assume that we are building an application, e-commerce application that has to be hosted in SAP BTP. So apart from focusing on the business requirements of the application, you need to put effort into addressing many non-functional requirements. For example, okay, let's say that you build the application with SQL database. If you deploy the application SAP BTP with HANA database, means you are changing the database. So that time any code changes required, not required. That is the guide framework of SAP Cloud Application Program. No code changes required if you shift the database also. The database configuration declarations are isolated from the main code of the application. Suppose you are developing your application connecting to SQL database. When you deploy your application in production, you want HANA database to get connected. So there will be no code changes required because the data configurations and declarations are isolated from the main code of the applications. So building, testing, deploying, running applications operate seamlessly with minimal effort. Okay, everything is whatever we are building the application in Capm is completely based on the microservice architectures. And then application will be exposing through a OData format and which supports the multi-tenancy. Clear? Any questions? Anyone have any questions? Okay, no questions. So the two flavors are there where we can develop the Capm applications. One is called Node.js or Java. So the implementation of the business application is similar for both, but the major difference is the writing custom logic. The programming model provides the option to write custom logic. For Node.js, you will use write JavaScript. For Java, you will write using Java classes. But my training is completely based on the Node.js. So we will be developing our CAP applications with Node.js application only. So that is the reason before I start CAPM, I'm going to start HTML5. Then I'll move to JavaScript in depth. Then I'll move to Node.js in depth. Then I'll start CAPM. Clear? Any questions?
Yeah, so what is the scope of Node.js? Okay,
We
what
are writing the total
relative
business logic in
understanding
the
you have?
Node.js. Yes, we are writing total business logic in Node.js. Okay, is it clear?
Okay, so me business logic you mean to say for like all the crowd operation calls or routing
Yes,
your
yes, absolutely Node will write. Transactional uh, uh, thing, crude operations and everything, all the code we will write in the Node.js.
okay. So you're providing that part as well, right? Because
Yes,
without Node.js
absolutely.
you
That
will not be able to take it,
yes,
right?
absolutely. I'll be starting with HTML, then I'll move to in-depth JavaScript, then in-depth Node, then I'll start CAPM.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Any more questions?
No, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Next, what are the golden paths which are available? Okay. So whenever we define our data model, okay, automatically deployment to HANA DB will happen. Okay, whenever you define a services, the APIs will be created, filters will be generated, filled with the primary keys, etc. When you add a custom logic, okay, Java, Node.js, handling database connections, parsing inputs and serializing responses, everything will be taken care by the framework. When we use SAP Fiori UI annotations, so we'll convert to translate to OData vocabularies, generating Fiori elements app. So these are the golden paths to develop the CAP applications. Is it clear, guys? Any questions? Next, so introduction to CAPM. Absolutely, we already know that okay, SAP Cloud Application Programming Model, where we can develop our applications using the development tools. Okay, with the help of development tools, we are generating a CDS. We are developing a CDS view. With the help of the CDS view, we are connecting to SAP HANA database. Okay, and we are developing SAP Fiori applications, and this is a platform service. Okay, so the infrastructure which we are going to use Node.js, Express, Java, and Spring. Next, key qualities and benefits. Okay, so we already emphasized the key focus application development task, golden pass we discussed, and also automation of the time consuming task, no abstractions, minimal overhead. Okay, while we provide easy to use interfaces to things like databases, we do not introduce abstractions. Means you always have access to all native capabilities. For example, the leveraging the power of S4HANA. So opinions, freedom of choice, you can connect to any DB. Okay, okay, we can do fast development. Yes or no? Safeguarding investments. Absolutely. If we use this CAPM framework, okay, there is even today one technology has come, tomorrow it is getting deprecated. There is no issue for us because we are following the higher level concepts, abstractions concept. So there will be no issue. So this is a safeguard for our investment. Okay, so which we are in the developing our CAPM application, the framework which CAPM is providing in way for us, there is no need to worry about any new technology comes, the current one get deprecated. If you want to move, we can easily move it. There is no, what I can say, no issue at all. So that's safeguarding our investments. Yes or no? Okay, yeah. Any questions until now, guys? Okay, so now we clearly said that with the help of Node.js, we are able to develop the applications. Business logic we'll be writing, right? But let us discuss about what is Node.js, why it has become so popular in the market. Okay, so Node.js, he heavily use a JavaScript framework for server-side web application development. Okay, and it is developed on the Chrome OS version on JavaScript engine, and it helps compiling JavaScript directly to the native machine code. In other words, Node.js allows to build complex and powerful applications without having to write any complex code. See, JavaScript is actually a web-based development. Okay, if you want to move from one page to the another page, okay, and when for through validations in the browser, so that is where we use JavaScript. But a JavaScript cannot connect to the databases or to a file server. Okay, it cannot do that. So to overcome that, Node.js has come into the picture. Okay, we can write a Node.js code in the JavaScript. So now JavaScript has become popular, very popular with the help of Node.js. It can connect to the file servers, it can connect to the databases, it can connect to a lot. Is it clear, guys? Now I understood what is Node.js. Any questions? No questions. So what is Node.js? Yes, we understood that client server architecture and multi-thread model follows in times of architecture. And we look limitations of, see why Node.js has become very, very popular in the market is, I'll tell you what. See, even like Uber is using Node.js technologies. Okay, so now let us take that these are the end users. Okay, and they're generating a cab request through mobile or through desktop, tablet, or whatever maybe. Then it will send the request. Okay, then the server will be there, and then afterwards it will go to the database and send the response back. So this is how the Uber is handling it, right? This is called client server architecture. Okay, if you look at this one, with the help of the Uber example, there are generating cab requests, and those requests sent to the Uber server. This is Uber server, and Uber checks in the database and that are active and available in that region and allocate passes cap to the customers. And then the server sent back the car details or driver details to the customer in the form of response. So this is what which is happening. Even Uber is, this is what which we are doing in Uber. Now, if you do the same approach using the multi-thread programming model, what will happen, right? You see here, as a customer, I have raised a request, cab request. It goes to the server and it checks to the database whether it is available or not. Means a thread, you see, a thread is giving and handling it. Means for every request, we are creating a threads. So if the lakhs of requests have come, we cannot create the for every one thread, and also we need to wait until the thread come back. And also we have to increase the CPU memory, and a lot of cost is getting involved. So this is not the right approach. That is called multi-thread model. Is not a approach, because I have a thousand lakhs, not crores of requests are come, and for every request I have to create thread. If I need to create thread, I should have very big CPU. It's very difficult to handle it. So multi-thread programming model will not suit while looking for the cap request. Okay. Any questions to this point? So each request is handled by separate thread. That is too expensive. So instead of overcoming that, this is costly solution. We have an easier way of doing that using single thread model. But before going to single thread model, we'll first understand the second limitation of the multi-thread model. Okay, the second limitation of the multi-thread model is that whenever a thread is working on a shared resource, it acquires a lock of that resource so that no other thread can access that resource. Means absolutely yes, when you are locking, no other thread can access it. So this is also a tricky part, right? So the rest of the threads trying to access that resource will be blocked. So this multi-thread model does not suit for the this one. For now, the one main thing is called single thread model. This is how the Node has become very popular in the market, and the Uber is completely working based on the Node.js. Okay, now Node.js is a event driven. You see, it is going inside the loop. Okay, handling all the requests asynchronously from the single thread. So almost no function in Node directly performs input output. So the process never blocks. So never blocks. It is going inside the loop. It will never block. So that is the reason Node has become very popular in the market by following the single thread model. Okay, Node is an open source runtime environment for server side and network applications, and also it is a single thread model. Just now we have seen. So Node uses JavaScript V8 engine to execute the code. It is a cross platform and can run on OS X, Microsoft Windows, Linux, and everything. So and also provides a event driven architecture also is there. That is the reason Node has become very popular in the market. Is it clear, guys? Yeah. Any questions on Node.js? Anyone have any questions on Node.js? Is guys understood about any questions until now, guys?
Yeah, the course details, the course duration and
Sorry, come again.
course duration and details. So
Yeah. No. Yes, still
what
I
you
have not
talk
completed
about?
the training. Yeah, I have not completed my training. So we'll have one demo now. Okay. Yeah. So now let us go and create a one cap project. Okay. Let us discuss now. We discussed cap and everything. So let us discuss and develop one small cap project so that you will get just a overview, just glimpse of the Capm, how it works. Yeah, I'll just run it. So this is the demo. So I'm just copying and pasting it. Generally, what I will be doing, right, I'll be writing the code line by line. Okay. So before it gets started, so everyone asked about the course and everything, right? And let me bring that one. Okay. Yeah, I'm just sharing my screen. Okay, so the training will quick start with BTP introduction again. Okay, we'll discuss about the BTP overview, what is global account in BTP and everything. So first thing is I will go and quick start with HTML5. Okay, where we'll discuss about what is HTML5, markup languages, tags, elements, links, images, italics, bolds, developing HTML, paragraphs, header breaks, and HTML. Okay, then I will be going to the JavaScript. Okay, introduction to JavaScript, data types, variables, JavaScript operations, strings, functions, parameters, all the loops and loops, script forms, validations, regular expressions, arrow functions, promises. Okay, arrow from arrow keys, index, all various things in JavaScript, in-depth callback, promises, asynchronous, await, timeout, set intervals in the JavaScript. Okay, how to have string arrays, okay, iterations, asynchronous sequence controls in JavaScript. Everything we'll be discussing in JavaScript. Okay, then I will move to Node.js. Introduction to Node. We'll install the Node.js module system, importing files, file systems, command line documents, getting input from users, arrow functions, removing nodes, listing, debugging techniques, console log node, and messages, debugging techniques, asynchronous Node.js, callback, call stack, call queues, HTML customizing, handling errors in Node, callback functions in Node, callback abstractions in Node.js. So once this is done, then I will be moving it to the BTP. Again, I'll come back. What is multi-tenancy in BTP? Then I'll start BTP. Then what is security in BTP? Once that is done, I'll start with CAPM. What is CAPM? Design principles, golden paths, domain modelings, okay, postfix, path expressions, best practices, naming conventions, common aspects, okay, connecting to the SQL and HANA database, domain modelings, RESTful APIs, and SAP Fiori. Then we'll be developing Fiori elements applications, UI annotations, filtering, localizations. We'll develop the list report object page application, implementing the CRUD operations. We will do implement how to implement authorization authentications using developing CAP project. How and security and CAPM. Okay, security model restrict requires predefined roles, event handlings, querying, implement before and after event handlers in CAPM. Okay, all the things, implement functions, implement actions, debugging Fiori UI, develop a CAP project by consuming a on-premises OData service. So we are developing a CAP project and consuming our on-premises OData service from S4HANA on-premises system that we'll be covering. Then later, then we'll be using SAP Build Work Zone. We'll deploy to the our CAP application in the SAP BTP in Cloud Foundry, and we'll be displaying as a tile in the Fiori Launchpad by creating catalogs, tiles, groups, and everything using SAP Build Work Zone service. Then afterwards, we'll implement the SAP Cloud Transport Management, where we need to move our application from one sub account to another sub account. We will integrate to the GitHub, our CAP project, and we'll be using continuous integration and delivery. This all the things will be covering. Any questions, guys? Anyone have any questions? Is it clear?
Hi. What would be this course duration?
40 hours. Okay. So every Friday, I'll be giving exercises based on the topic which I covered on that week. Okay. Once the class is over, I'll be uploading the recording video where you will be having view access for 1 year. And what are the programs, PPTs, study materials, interview question and answers, okay, everything you can download. But recording video will be there view access for 1 year. Clear? Any questions? Anyone have any
Bobby, I
question?
have a question.
Yeah,
I have
please
a
tell.
question. UI5 and Capm is same or different?
Different.
Um,
Okay.
in UI5
CAPM,
also we are using same HTML5, CSS, and JavaScript, right?
correct.
For
I'll
Capm
tell you.
also you are
I'll tell
saying.
you. I'll come
Okay,
to this point. You see here.
okay.
Okay. So whenever we are developing the CAP applications, you see here, you are able to see my screen, right?
Yes, I can see.
Correct, right? So generally, we will be writing. You are an ABAPer or not? You are a
Yes,
ABAPer?
I'm a Bapper.
Okay,
ABAP,
okay,
yes.
yes, okay. So now to develop a OData service, which technology you are writing? Which technology you are writing for ABAP OData? Which technology you are writing the code? The business logic, everything. Which technology you are writing?
You mean database side?
No, to develop a ABAP OData service, which technology
Uh-huh.
you are writing it? ABAP only, no?
Yes, yes, ABAP.
Yes. So now that OData service is consumed in SAP UFI. Yes or no?
Yes, correct.
In SAP UFI, again you are writing JavaScript code. Yes or no?
Yeah. Yes, yes,
Correct. Now you come to the
yes.
point. Now, instead of writing the business logic in ABAP, I'll be writing in Node.js. The
Okay.
base for writing the Node.js is we need to know JavaScript. Okay. So
Okay.
that is the reason I'm touching JavaScript and Node. So now with the help of this, I'm exposing as a OData service. So that OData service can be consumed in any UI. In that any UI, you can again JavaScript, you can write it. You understood? But I'm talking about the base. Instead of writing the logic in ABAP, I'm writing the business logic in Node that generates the OData service. Is it clear now?
Oh,
Did I
the
answer your
business
question?
logic, the
See,
difference
you are
is,
right. Where you are
uh,
writing your business logic completely, you are writing business logic in ABAP, no? For ABAP OData
yes,
service. I
correct,
will be
correct.
writing in Node.js.
Okay, okay, got it, got it. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Mm,
Yeah. Any more
thank you.
questions? No, no problem. Any more questions?
Uh,
Yeah, please.
yes, Bobby, I have one. What will be the front-end technology that you'll be using? Will it
SAP
be
Fiori
uh,
elements. SAP Fiori elements.
okay? So, like later after the course, if you want to try out with React or Angular, how easy or
You can
difficult
try.
will it be?
No, it is nothing difficult. See, you need to know the Angular
Okay.
JS technology to consume a. See, what is doing here? No, this core is generating a OData. That OData you can consume in any technology, right? Yes or
Yes.
no?
Yes.
Simple.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Any more
Bobby, I have
questions?
another question.
Yeah, please tell me.
So for Capm, not required ABAP skill set. Am I
No,
correct?
ABAP is not at all required. There is nothing related to the
Not at
CAPM
all.
and ABAP. Not
Oh,
at all.
okay. Mm-mm. Thank
It
you.
is a see CAPM is very very popular in the market. No one is having this technology, and the projects also the high demand is there for CAPM because not much people know CAPM.
Okay.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Are you considering any real-time scenarios, or we are
Yes.
just considering demos?
Sorry, come again. Whatever the things which I have developed in my real-time project, in my experience, those only I put in my training. Is it clear?
Can you show us an
Yeah.
example,
Any more
maybe
questions?
just in short 2 minutes, any real-time example?
We are going to touch the we are going to touch the purchase modules like relationship between the what you can say the purchasing and materials and the plans. Okay. Then afterwards we'll use the PS module to develop the applications. Okay. Where created PS is project systems.
Project system, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, project systems using the module we are going to develop an application. Okay. Then we are going to develop for your GRC, right? You know GRC, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So we develop one GRC application. Okay.
Okay.
So these are the things we are going to use. Yeah. Any more questions? Yeah. Okay. So let's come
Any
back and yeah, please tell me.
any certification that we can target with this training?
Yeah, absolutely. CAP certification. Okay. But see, I'm not focusing on the certification. I'm focusing on what I have worked on real-time project that I have put in this training.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll be starting the new batch on Jan 16th onwards. Jan 16th onwards, I'm starting new batch. Yeah. Any questions, guys?
Bobby, Capm is full stack or how?
Capm is absolutely a full stack. Okay, so where you are developing the backend part and you are developing the front end part both.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Mhm. See, when you say full stack, no, you need to know the on-prem. See, when you say full stack, right? So you are developing the end-to-end applications. Absolutely, we are developing end-to-end application. No, we are developing the
So
database.
user
We are connecting to.
interface.
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
We are connecting to the database. We are writing the
Okay.
business logic in the database, and we are building the SAP Fiori elements also. Both, all the three we are doing. That is called a full stack.
Yeah,
When you
okay.
do both front end and the back end completely, it is called a full stack developer.
Okay.
Yeah. Any
Thank
more
you.
questions? Yeah.
Yes, Bobby, I have one. First thing is, will we have the server access during the training?
There is
And
no server
also,
access is required because we had everything we are
okay.
doing in BTP trial account.
Okay. Also, can we see the applications that we will be developing throughout the course, like any previous or?
See, the problem with the trial version is that it will get deleted for every 3 months. So I don't have anything to show now. You got my point?
Okay. Either any screenshots or anything so that we get an
Uh,
overview.
yeah,
Any
understood. But right
screenshots or
now,
something.
I don't have
Yeah.
screenshots. So sorry, I cannot show it because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't have
it's okay. I
screenshots.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah. Any more questions? Okay.
Are we going to
So
do it in BAS only, or you are
yes,
using VS Code?
no, be BAS only. Everything in BAS,
Okay, not VS Code, right?
not VS Code.
Okay.
But you mentioned database also is a part of Capm, you said, right? So,
Correct.
yeah, without HANA,
Eh, mhm. We are
okay,
connecting to
how to
SQL
connect?
database and HANA database. I'm going to show in this training.
So you're going to show HANA
Yes,
database, am I correct?
yes, absolutely.
So,
Yes, absolutely.
is it CDS view?
Correct.
Okay, so
CDS.
how will you
See, we will
create
develop the
CDS?
domain model in CDSU and we will be deploying that domain model in the HANA database or SQL database. Sorry, and SQL database.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Any more questions? Okay, no questions. Then let's go and develop one. Oh, again, it is, yeah, it is running. Okay, let me go to file, open folder, projects, and click OK. Okay, so now here I'm just going to give terminal. Don't think about how I'm developing. Just understand the overall. You will just get a glimpse. That's all. The planning is you will get a glimpse of how to develop the CAP project. So CDS init. Sorry. I'm just creating the one project CAP project. Okay, so it has created one CAP project. So I'll be opening this project individually. File, open folder, projects, this one, and click OK. So whenever we create a CAP project, there are three main folders will be getting created. One is called the app. All the UI part will be putting, user interface part will be putting in the app folder. Another one is called DB. All the database related artifacts entities will be putting in the DB. Then all the SRV means service. All the service related like no, okay, generating OData service, everything will be putting in the no, writing the Node.js logic and everything will be putting in the here. Is it clear, guys? Understood? Okay, so now I'm right clicking on the DB data folder. Okay, I'm creating new file. Okay, so I'm creating the one CDS. Okay, so this is how we will be creating it. Any questions, guys? Okay, so I'll create new file. Okay, then I'll give data hyphen model dot CDS. I'm creating one CDS file. Yeah, I'm just copying and pasting it because this is a demo. So in the training I'll be giving. So I'm giving a namespace, same thing like cap underscore TUTIOL. Some namespace I'm giving it. Perfect. In that I'm creating an entity name sales order. In that all the fields. You think this is a table name is sales order and all the fields. You can think in that way. Very easy to understand. All the fields in this table. Now I'll be exposing. Okay, I'll be exposing this entity. How easy you see I'm exposing this entity as a OData service. Okay, how I'm going to do is very simple. In the service folder, okay, just right click, new file. Okay, then cat hyphen service dot CDS. Okay, now I'm just copying and pasting, but in the training I'll be writing each line of the code. Okay, so now what is my namespace? This is my namespace. Copy this one, then just paste it here. That's all. Okay, so what I'm doing here is using that namespace means I have given a, for all this I have given a unique name, this one. Okay, then I'm giving using as a DB, I'm giving an alias name as DB from dot, you can see dot means its parent SRV, another dot it's in cap underscore to it. Okay, so it has come here. Now under this DB, yes, you see DB, then you have a data hyphen model, that is data hyphen model you have. Clear? So I am getting from, and this is our namespace which I have given. You see, this is the namespace which I have given, and I'm giving an alias name as DB. Now I'm creating a OData service. The OData service name is called catalog service. What I'm exposing entity sales order as a projection on DB is nothing but this. This is nothing but this. This is nothing but this. This one. Okay. So DB dot sales order number. I'm exposing it. Now just click on this terminal, new terminal, and just give the keyword CDS watch, that is generating our Fiori applications. Open, you see it has created, and click on the Fiori preview. See how simple creating an entity and exposing the OData services and consuming a Fiori element app. How simple it is, you see. See, I'm clicking on settings, okay, and click OK button, and you have the fields. Of course, there is no data, but I'm just showing you. Is it clear, guys? Any questions? Anyone have any questions? How easy to develop a CAP project and how easily it is developing this one? Is it clear, guys? Any questions?
If you have
Anyone
to,
have any questions?
if you have to interact with this data to our on-premise system, so
Hmm,
what are the
correct.
possibilities with that? There might
We
be
will be
definitely use.
consuming a no, we'll consume a OData service. Okay, so we will develop a OData service in on-premises system and we'll consume that OData service in CAP project. Is it clear? Understood? Any questions, guys, until now? Is it clear, guys? Okay, so now let's come to, this is our what I can say. I'm sharing my screen back. Okay, so this is how it will be working. Okay, so now you can also, for example, let us assume that this is one CSV file. Okay, I'm just giving the my namespace. Okay, then hyphen sales orders is our entity name. It should be sales orders. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just dragging and put, not like that, create one data folder in the DB. In the data folder, I'm just dragging this one, putting into this one. Okay, so now if you look at this one, settings, see the data has come automatically. This is where we can do the fast development. I'll tell you what I have done. Okay, so now you see here, I have given the cap underscore tutorial is our namespace. Okay, then afterwards hyphen sales orders is your entity name. Okay, so inside this one, okay, this is called the golden paths, means automatic deployments. Okay, it has same fields, customer, PO number, everything. It has same fields. You see, sorry, SO key, order date. Okay, these are all there. You see, order date. It should not be the same sequence. See, SO number. You see, SO number. So automatically, when you drag this file, okay, and put it into the data folder, automatically data will get inserted. So that is the reason you can see the data showing here. So this is called the automatic deployment. Is it clear, guys? Understood? Any questions, guys? Okay, that's all for today. I just want to show you a glimpse of how to develop a CAP project. And then I showed that. Okay, so any questions, guys? Anyone have any questions? I'm starting a new batch from the Jan 16th onwards. So please let me know if you are interested to join. Okay. Okay. Any more questions, guys?